Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Please do me a favor, like and subscribe. So this video is going to be the 8 passengers, what we haven't told you, re-upload, the entire video. So this is the video she got a ton of backlash for, where Chad talks about having his room taken away and that he had to sleep on the beanbag chair. So I'm pretty sure that after she posted this and got that backlash, that she deleted this video from her channel.
So did you feed my sourdough while I was gone?
Like 5 minutes ago.
Julie,
I forgot.
my sourdough's gonna stop. My sourdough start is going to die.
Can you make bread tomorrow with it?
Well, it probably won't do very well because it's not very rigorous.
Well, can you just make bread?
Why does that make you laugh? Why does that make you laugh?
I hate that. Rigorous.
Rigorous responsibility.
Responsibility. Vulnerable humility.
And
impeccable honesty.
Those are the values I teach in my home. I just got back from a little retreat with Kevin, and we talked about starting a podcast, perhaps a second YouTube channel where we can talk about some of the things that we're learning and how to answer your questions. We get a lot of emails come in that say, I want your advice, kind of like a Dear Abby, Dear Ruby, this is going on in my life. I would love some advice about it.
hey there,
It just hasn't been appropriate to share on 8 passengers, but if we started a channel where we could kind of be your life coach and give you some advice, I think it would be really great practice for me, and it would be also great for other people to hear advice that could be applicable to them too. It'd be a great way for me to be using my skills and knowledge that I'm learning instead of being on the phone every day. We have some things that we're working on that we're really excited to share with you. And while we were gone, we had the expectation that the kids would not be on the iPads. We said the kids would not be on the iPads. Come here, Eve.
Not only were they on the iPads, when all of us were asleep, they would sneak them into their rooms and hide them under the blankets. And it was like, Eve came in, it was Eve, she came in my room with the iPad.
Do you hear all of the dishonesty in that?
And then I called Mom, and Mom is like, okay, tell them not to play on it tomorrow. The next day, they play on it, Mom calls them, tells them to stop. And you said you found them playing on it. And then I called them and was like, hey, they're on it again. And Grandma and Grandpa came over, and then Eve got on it again because she thought Grandma and Grandpa were like the parents, so she were...
Eve, I did talk to Grandma, and Grandma said, no, I did not tell her she could do that.
Well, I heard her, she said yes.
No, because I talked to Grandma after and she's like...
Okay, so then Chad's upset because he's like, where is the punishment? Where is the iron fist that you ruled down on me when I was their age and did stuff like this? Right? What is going to happen? Russell, come here. I left the iPads with the idea that they would only use them for school. And I said, no playing on the iPads while I'm gone. And you understood exactly what was expected of you.
And I lied.
What that tells me, what that is feedback for me that tells me you are not responsible enough to manage yourself
I knew you were going to say that.
on an iPad. Oh, you lost a tooth. So what do you think is a reasonable outcome?
50 lashings. She stands on the ottoman and we all throw rotten tomatoes at her. And then we put her in that thing where her neck and her hands are like locked, and then she sits like that all day.
Sherry, you're so distracting.
I know how my kids
Sherry's gonna put her kids on an ottoman and throw rotten tomatoes at them. I'm glad Sherry's not your mom. I am not willing to manage the iPads for you. If your kids are not willing to manage their iPads or their phones or any electronic device, if they're not willing to manage it appropriately, it is the parent's job to make sure they're being managed. And so that would fall onto me, and I am not willing to take the time to manage all of the electronics. So for the entire summer, there will be no iPads in the house.
Okay.
That was already gonna happen.
No, I'm not done. Chad's over there.
50 lashes.
Chad's like 100 lashes. Chad, tell us about your experience.
Every day I would wake up around 5 a.m. and I would go and do my daily thinking in front of that safe full of all my electronics. The Xbox and the iPads and all the iPods and the laptops and TV remotes. You even locked up the TV remotes. Because you locked them up for the entire summer.
I did.
And all I did was play with friends, and even that was a huge privilege.
That's omitting a lot of information there, that the only thing you did was just play with friends. Oh, I see what you're saying, that the summer, the only privilege you have was to play with friends. Is that, okay, I get it. I get it, what you're saying now. The kids.
Well, they're not humble about it at all.
Russell is definitely feeling a lot of shame because he keeps hiding from me. No, well, I am sincerely asking you if you think I should cut away the TV from them.
Yeah, I thought you already are. Cutting away the TV from all of us.
From all of you?
Yeah.
I don't know where that...
starting and friends in the backyard is getting done.
When did you...
I never said that. I think you're telling stories.
I thought that's what you're gonna do with the electronics when school's ending. Like, electronics are done.
Okay, that was what you thought I was gonna do, but I never said that. You think you're reading my mind, and
No, I'm not.
that's a story. Chad's storytelling.
Okay, fine. Then take away TV from them.
Is that what you would suggest?
Sure.
Unless
yeah.
it's a family movie.
Unless it's like a family movie, because I see them all the time watching Netflix.
Ian's downstairs watching TV alone all the time.
50 lashes. Okay, squeeze in here. Look how much taller Chad is than me. When did this happen?
Years ago.
He's huge compared to me. Look at our shoulders and look at how tall you are.
Look at my shoulder goes to your nose.
I'm like, you will do what I say. The last videos that we did on electronics, you guys saw that I took Abby's phone away.
I still don't know how she hasn't gotten that bag.
Abby, so in our house, when we take something away, it's because they have shown that they are not responsible enough to manage it. And so we don't just turn around and give it back as soon as they start acting good.
It has to be consistent.
It has to be consistent over a minimum of 6 months. And that's showing up consistent in every aspect of their life.
That's a new rule.
That's a new rule.
Oh, wait, just...
A minimum of 6 months.
Have I ever given something back less than 6 months?
I've had my phone taken for like a day.
My bedroom was taken away for 7 months, and then you give it back like a couple of weeks ago.
I don't think our viewers know that.
You've been sleeping on a beanbag.
I've been sleeping on a beanbag since October. And they gave my room back like 2 weeks ago. Oh, I'll give you the reason why I lost my bedroom. I think so. I think this is the reason. At least this is the reason that's been in my head. It's pretty funny, but now that I look back, I mean, it's pretty depressing.
No, we never told our viewers.
That I woke Russell up at 2 in the morning and told him that we're going to Disneyland and he has to pack. And he got up and made his bed all neatly and then packed all his clothes in a suitcase. And then he walked out the door and I'm like, Russell, and he was like, what? And he's all happy. Has his sunglasses on. And I was like, we're not going to Disneyland. And he started crying and hitting me. And then he went back to bed in tears and then...
So that was not the reason you lost your room, but that was
the other reason is because I pointed a BB gun at his face.
Pointed a BB gun at his face and hung him on the basketball. It's not funny. Basically, Chad.
Like the day I got home too.
Chad came home from Anasazi and.
Russell was like, I want to try junking the basketball, and I lifted him up on the rim. And left him there. We shot 3 minutes, and he was just hanging on there.
Do you think it's funny? Because
and then I walk out.
If you think it's funny, then that was 7 months ago. Maybe you need longer without a bedroom.
No, it was not funny.
Chad showed that he was not able to manage himself sharing a bedroom with Russell.
So when we moved, the bigger room in the basement was automatically his, and I didn't have a room, but we like put one on hold for me.
So a lot of you are like, hey, that's not fair because Chad got the lesser bedroom and Russell got the bigger bedroom. Russell got the big bedroom and Chad got the smaller bedroom. And Russell's bigger bedroom also had a bathroom. But what you guys didn't know was Chad didn't get any room. He didn't get anything. He was sleeping on the floor in the family room. And he just got the bedroom back, and it's because he's shown up consistently without bullying the kids.
You hear the phone call when I called you when he was sneaking in his room, and all he heard was iPad's locked up for the summer. So he told me, Mom's not gonna do anything when she gets home, she's only gonna lock him up. And so he was expecting that you would come home and be fine about it.
I'm not
and
okay
so I
with
think that when he heard about electronics and friends and all that,
Chad hasn't had a flip phone, a smartphone, any kind of phone, and it's been over a year. And I still have no intention of returning a phone. Abby, we took the phone away from Abby in November. And you may never get the phone back.
Probably not.
If I was to go back and redo anything in parenting, it would be not to give the kids a phone. Doing awesome, and it's like I want to give the phone back to tell you I see that you're making, you know, that you're making progress, that you're putting in an effort. And every time I would do that, all it would do is enable you to go back to old behavior. And so it was like, oh, just show up really good for 3 weeks, get your stuff back, and you're back into the old habits. What I'm saying is I don't have a timeline to say, okay, Chad just has 5 more months to go and then he gets a phone back.
I said specific months, I said consistent.
Yeah, right. And so what I'm saying is I haven't given it much thought. But yeah, sharing with everyone the fact that you don't have a group of friends, that's really hard. I'm sorry that you're in that situation. And I'm proud of you for cutting off with friends who make inappropriate jokes and who are inappropriate. Chad doesn't have a license either.
Or a permit.
Or a permit.
That
is something I'm willing to talk about.
Especially since, like, I know parents are scared that not to give their kids permits or licenses. And I know you and Dad talked about this like a long time ago because like you want me to be safe in a car and like drive responsibility, like, and not like do donuts or something.
Yeah.
But like I would never. Not only does that like endanger you and everyone else in the car, but damages the car. Wait, can we go back to what you said at the first? You are willing to consider the permit?
That is a place I would be willing to have a thoughtful conversation with you and Dad around.
Can I go?
Thank you, Mom. That would be so awesome.
Okay.
Can I go?
Yeah, you can go.
Thank you.
You can go. Okay, you guys, I need to go have a talk with Russell. The fact that he's not willing to sit with me and be humble and talk is a big demonstration to me that he has some distorted views and that he is in a lot of shame. Oh, there you are. I was just talking about you. Do you want to come sit with me and talk? I'm gonna get down on your level. I've noticed that you've been hiding from me and you are feeling a lot of embarrassment and shame. I don't know. You tell me what you're feeling.
Mad.
Mad?
Because I really won't get anything this summer. I won't be able to go anywhere. No, I don't have any friends. No iPads, no TV, nothing.
Okay, so I hear you. That sounds like a lot to be taken away. That sounds like it's going to be a miserable summer. Can I tell you what I see? Would you be open to hearing what I have to say? I see that yes, the iPads will be taken because you weren't responsible You were lying and being manipulative with them.
Yeah, but Eve did start it.
And Eve may have started it. That's very possible. And who's responsible for you being disobedient around the iPads?
Me.
You. Yeah. So it's up to you. If you want to be miserable because you don't get TV or iPad, that is totally up to you. You get to choose boredom and you get to choose to be miserable. What I am seeing though is that you're upset with the outcome for being mischievous. And instead of being humble and accepting that there is an outcome for you behaving like that with the iPads, instead you're being selfish. And what I would like to see is that you be humble and say, yeah, you know, I own it. I was mischievous with the iPads. I was sneaking them. I can see where I've broken trust, and I don't want our relationship to be an untrusting relationship.